Let's talk about the main 6 points that you need to succeed in selling insurance. These are points that you have to do. If you don't do it, you're not going to succeed. And I'll mention my name is David. I'm with naaip.org. I am here for you. But let's get right down to point number 1. Point number 1 is become an expert on a product. Become an expert at something. You know, when you go to a doctor, you go into a doctor because he knows what the flying heck he's doing. And of course, a specialist of, heart surgery, really knows what he's doing about the heart, and that's important to you. When someone purchases a financial product, they want to deal with an expert, which is obvious. This is going to mean that you're an expert on your company's product, your company's history, and every other potential product that this prospect may buy. If you sell something enough, you're going to run into people that shop around. They're going to shop around with other salespeople. They're going to shop around with other stuff that come in their mailbox. Really, know what's coming in their mailbox, what other potential salespeople are talking to them about. Know the ins and outs of whatever they're being presented by. Not a bad idea to get the literature of that company that's sending them stuff in the mail. If there's a negative point of this competitor company, bring it with you, laminate it. You use that highlight pen to point out the bad points. This is what people are looking for, and that's something that you should be providing. And let me just mention here, not only really know your product line really well, but know the entire industry. You have an insurance license, which is not hypothetically, it actually is among the highest paid professions in the history of the world. If you sell financial products and you succeed, you're going to end up rich. And when I mention, know a little about every other product so you can present, if that need arises, something else. You'll notice at the very bottom of naaip.org, there's a library of links that has a bunch of stuff, a bunch of quote engines, a bunch of important information. Not a bad idea to spend the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours literally clicking everything. And if you see enough people, there's going to be someone who's going to want something about life insurance for college funding. It's a 41-page PDF. There's just a lot of information here, including quote engines for annuities and a bunch of other stuff. Okay, know your business really well and know other business a little bit so you can make money and you come across as a real go-to person. Okay, number 2, let's get to number 2. Number 2 is use a proven lead system. Figure out what every other successful person who's selling the product line that you're wanting to succeed in, just imitate them. Let's not reinvent the wheel. If these people are doing mailers, if these people are doing, telemarketing, if these people are canvassing from store to store, whatever those people are doing, you should be doing the same thing. When you do it, after a while, you may want to delve into other, different techniques that you heard someone or hypothetically it could do well. But, first and foremost, imitate people that are doing well and, don't no right, no left, go straight forward, whatever they're doing. Number 3, let's get to number 3. Sell to the masses. Your job is to get in front of people every day and close. Every day, day in, day out, year in, year out. You have to be the star. This is something that you should be good at. If you're not good at it, you may be in the wrong profession, but if you are good at it, get a product that you could literally, do this for the next 10 years, day in, day out. Since you are good at the product that you're selling, I'll tell you right off the bat, most insurance products are paying $1,000, $2,000 commission on average per sale. Not a bad idea to figure out a way where you can make 1, 2, maybe 3 sales per day, and life tends to be good after that. Number 4, let's get to number 4. Hire a helper. If you are making 2 sales a day, let's be conservative. Let's be conservative as well. $1,000 commission per sale. You're making $2,000 a day. It's not hard to figure out that the average person who's looking for a job wants to make $100, $200, $300 per day. It's very hard for you to, it will be hard for you to get in front of and close 2 people per day, you're all by yourself. So you need someone else to help you. As soon as you realize that you have enough money to bring in staff, do so, support staff. You are the star, and that's what you have to be. Number 5, think long term. Keep good records. There's something out there called the CRM. You put it in, it saves it, and you're good to go. It has a calendar as well. I'm sure you've heard of Google Contacts as well. You can put people's birthdays in there. You have to have an automatic system that the clients remember who you are. If you're making 1 or 2 sales a day, let's say 300 days per year, at the end of 1 year, you're up to 500-600 people. There's no way in heck you will remember these people after 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years. But if you send out let's say a birthday card, automatically, this is what the support staff does. This is what technology does. This is what spending money does. These people will remember you. I know, matter of factly, I don't get that many birthday cards in the mail. But if some gentleman or some insurance agent has been sending me something for the last, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years, I would probably remember, that person exists. It just so happens most insurance products, you're bringing on a client. If that happens to be term life insurance, there's something called permanent life insurance where you make another small fortune. If there's if it's a senior market product, Medicare, there's something out there called long-term care or annuities. If it's a younger client, a business owner, you've got final expense, which turns into, they switch over to Medicare Advantage. Literally, your job is to bring on the client, have people remember who you are, and oftentimes they make referrals to you. Let's get to number 6. Number 6 is something that you may not hear elsewhere on any of these other YouTube videos that other folks are putting out, but realize that all uplines insurance companies, their number 1 goal is to earn money from you. Keep that in mind. Constantly be looking and shopping for the best deal. Sometimes when you're in an office by yourself and you go on 2-3 appointments a day, you could forget about that. That's why the support staff is important. May not be a bad idea to tell your support staff, hey, we've been doing this for 2 years. Let's figure out if there's something that pays better. And that's what you have to do. We've got a lot of stuff that we're offering at naip.org. I mentioned beforehand the library of links that will give you really good knowledge, include a bunch of quote engines, et cetera, et cetera. We also offer free websites and quote engines that will really make you come across as a professional person, and you might as well sign up. We'll teach you how to move it up the search engine. All this stuff is no cost or obligation. As well, we do have this conference call, which is mentioned right here, weekdays at noon, Sundays at 2 o'clock Eastern time. We're here for you, and have a terrific rest of the day.